This cycle, that seems to be the forbidden fruit that men like Shannon Sharpe keeps finding themselves in, is hinting to much deeper issues. This has to be symptoms of psychological subversion and indoctrination at this point, because it has happened too many times where these high-achieving men that had to be disciplined in order to acquire success fall victim to their carnal desires and end up bankrupting their entire legacies due to lust for the snow. Could there be an additional element to all of this as in they are pressured to seek power through proximity to whiteness on some level by being in Hollywood, and this is their only way to go about this?
I already know you. I'm not gonna beg you to listen to me. You ain't got to worry about me wasting no more time on you.
I don't remember asking you a goddamn thing.
You must listen. What I'm about to tell you will change the course of history.
Some viewers may find the following video disturbing. Viewer discretion is advised.
I'm not draining myself. And that's what y'all ass don't get, 'cause
you're in the Matrix and you need to get out. Shannon Sharpe's accuser releases more text messages between her and Shannon Sharpe, and just when I thought this whole thing might be silent for a while, I was truly wrong. And after Shannon Sharpe just admitted that he offered this Jane Doe $10 million not to file her lawsuit against him, I had a feeling at that point that this Jane Doe has something, that she believes she is going to win more than $10 million. And I told y'all I saw this coming, because to walk away from a $10 million settlement is a lot of money, so I feel like you gotta have something to back up what you're trying to say. And now she's taking a play from Shannon Sharpe, and she's leaking her own text messages to Shannon Sharpe on the day that she claims that she was essayed by him. Now, this Jane Doe said that I cried when you left because I begged you to put on protection and not put it in my back door. But you didn't listen. I don't care what our history is. No means no, Shannon. And as you can see, she sent this message on January 2nd of 2025 at 4:01. And then not even 20 minutes later, Shannon Sharpe responds to her and says, "Can I call you later?" And this is the same day in her lawsuit, January 2nd of 2025, that she alleges the first essay would happen. I told y'all this was far from over, and I had a feeling that more was going to come, but I thought after the audio, it was probably going to take a pause, but obviously I was wrong. And honestly, at this point, I'm not even going to lie. I don't want to see any more text messages released between Shannon Sharpe and this Jane Doe, especially after the big baby and knowing he likes to engage in race play. So Shannon Sharpe, if you are going to reply to this Jane Doe with more text messages, please just save it for the courtroom. But y'all let me know what you guys think about all this in the comments.
And even to participate in them and be accused of having done so against her will is evidence. He fell for the bait. To not see that is a trap is insane at this point.
Hey, when we gonna call this shit for what it is too? Shannon Sharpe is a dirty, rotten, nasty old man that got pedophile tendencies. Because for you to be 56 years old, like, that's granddaddy status. That's like granddaddy status to 19-year-olds. For you to be 60 years old and you getting shook down, as you say, by a 19-year-old. And see, watch out for these dudes that's making excuses. Oh, y'all are saying that when such and such did it. Y'all are saying that. I say something when anybody do it. Because you nasty fucking dog. 18, 19. So what's to make me think cats like that don't look at 13-year-olds, 14-year-olds, 15-year-olds? He just waiting on her to turn 18 because the system tell y'all that's when they're legal. But watch out for these dudes that's saying mind y'all business and doing these comparisons. Because they sick and they on that type time too. If anybody's siding with him and think that's some cool shit, you look at them with both eyebrows raised. Because grown men don't like children. And then y'all be talking down to women, talking about they ran through, and they freaked out, and they been letting all the niggas hit. When a lot of time, y'all don't even understand that a lot of time these women been being essayed and assaulted by old men. Old niggas that's old enough to be their daddy, old niggas that's old enough to be their granddaddy. hovering over them, humping on them. Like, check that mindset for real, though.
Yes, the creep factor is a major red flag. Literally being decades older than someone, there is an imbalance in power. When there's an interest in someone that's barely legal, yet the question raises what is really going on, that it's unreal how someone that dominated in sports could be blindsided by this obvious play. Being undisciplined in the bedroom is an easy way that these men are exploited, all while they're aiming to exploit young women.
That lady told Shannon Sharpe, I want you to put a dog collar around my neck and choke me while we having sex. Followed up with, she wanted to put her tongue in his ooty hole. Followed up with, put that baby gravy in me. Followed up with $25K per cheek. Followed up with, put a big black baby in me. And she want to sue Shannon? Shannon must have told her that he didn't want to do this with her no more.
I am convinced this is a humiliation ritual to go up in rank because he's been embarrassing himself for quite a while. Yet, he's grinning and chucking it up while embarrassing himself for celebrating clout. This is a different level of buck breaking that we're seeing in real time. Playing in the snow is not working in his favor. He needs to get some help with what's going on in his head.
Shannon Sharpe is a creepy, nasty old man. There ain't no reason a man his age should ever in his life be dealing with no girl that young. Monique tried to tell him years ago that he needed to be dealing with women his age, and he didn't listen. So guess what? When you play around with kids, you end up in childish situations, and that's what he in right now. And honestly, I ain't even gonna hold you. He's had several domestic issues against him in the past. So him trying to take this to court would not really look good, because even though this girl is probably lying and trying to set him up, it's the fact that when you pull his old records and old cases from previous women he's dealt with, this ain't the first time that he's been accused of putting his hands on women. All right, so it really doesn't look good. Even if this situation is not a real situation, he got other stuff in the past that was. So it don't look good, right? When it comes to the whole little race play thing, I wasn't surprised at all. Whenever I see dark-skinned men who look like Shannon Sharpe, where they have like very strong Afro features, most of them got so much self-hate in them. When they get with non-black women, they let those women run over them and do whatever they want. And those women know the position that they in. They know the power that they hold in the relationship dynamic. They know that those men are obsessed with their whiteness, obsessed with them not being black, and pedestalize them so much that they can really do what they want to do and get away with it. And they take full advantage of it. And that's the reason why this ain't the first time Shannon Sharpe have been in a situation like this with a non-black woman. Right? Like he's been in a lot of situations where at his age, he should know better than to have put himself in the position that he's in right now. And that's the reason why I really can't feel bad for him, because you too old. You too old and you done been through too much already to be making rookie mistakes like this. But these old men kill me. You still want to be a little player out here in the streets, messing around with all these young girls instead of settling down and just getting you one woman and having a wife. See, if you had a wife, you wouldn't have to be dealing with all of this. You wouldn't be having to be dealing with somebody who could possibly be trying to ruin your whole career. But you play stupid games and you win stupid prizes.
What you want to eat tonight then, baby? You want to do dinner, or you want to dress up nice and go somewhere? We can sit inside and I can make those turkey necks you like and some rice and pigeon peas and rice, you know? Or maybe black-eyed peas. Which one?
I want pork chop and okra.
Okra? Okay, I got you, baby.
You know what I'm saying? And I'm going to tell you what I want for dessert.
What you want for dessert, baby?
That's what he needs. A woman to feed his big self and quit with all the chasing. Women out of his league. Yes, I said it. He knows. Those young women want that cash and not his big self. Let's be honest. He's causing himself issues that he shouldn't even be worried about at his age. Hopefully he learns his lesson after this lawsuit.